Hey Team Crypto, and welcome back to another day of news. Starting off, go teamcrypto.com. Here's our website. YouTube, Team Crypto. This is where you will find all my videos and anything else, like how to add Avalanche to MetaMask, how to buy Degen Swap, and we discuss Lift Token. More and more videos are going on here, guys. Bear with us. We're getting there. Today in the news, BlackRock CEO believes Russia-Ukraine war could boost crypto adoption. Larry Fink, CEO of investment management firm BlackRock, says the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine will spur other countries to reanalyze their dependencies on traditional payment infrastructure and fiat currencies. BlackRock CEO's change of heart. In a letter to BlackRock shareholders, the executive weighed in on the potential impacts of the invasion and noted that it would boost the adoption of digital assets. The UK, Singapore, Indonesia, and Canada have resorted to regulating digital assets, while others like the US, Pakistan, Brazil have proposed to regulate instead of imposing an outright ban. Nevertheless, several countries have already started to play a more active role in the cryptocurrency sector, something that started even before the war's outbreak. However, Fink believes the global economic scenario may push towards a payment system that includes digital currencies. As reported earlier, the world's largest asset manager is planning to roll out cryptocurrency trading services. The key is to enter the digital asset space with client support trading and then their own credit facility. BlackRock further revealed that it will enable market players to borrow from the company by providing cryptocurrencies as collateral. BlackRock, I believe, is like $7 trillion company, $7 trillion in assets under management. They're huge. BlackRock looks to offer crypto services as client demand rises. Fink cited increased interest from clients around digital currencies in a letter to shareholders on Thursday. Fink's comments are at sharp odds with previous assessment of client interests in crypto. In July last year, Fink said in an interview that he is not seeing much demand for digital assets. His comments seemingly confirm a CoinDesk report from last month that the $10 trillion asset manager is planning to offer crypto trading services to its investors. 10 trillion. Wow. Fink has also wrote that the Russia-Ukraine conflict will push countries to reassess currency dependencies and look to means of payments that can bring down the costs of cross-border transactions. A global digital payment system thoughtfully designed can enhance the settlement of international transactions while reducing the risk of money laundering and corruption. Digital currencies can also help bring down costs of cross-border payments, for example, when expatriate workers send earnings back to their families. Expatriate would be people that live outside the native country. I have the article from July 14th, 2021, and this is Mr. Fink.
What is happening there? The long-term investors are looking to how to build long-term returns over a long period of time, and we don't have those conversations. I think in the past you've asked me about crypto and Bitcoin. Again, in my last 2 weeks of business travel, not one question been asked about that. That is just not part of the focus on retirement and long-term investors. And we see very little in terms of investor demand on those types of things. But quite frankly, they may not come to BlackRock for that type of demand. But I would say for all the pension funds and the insurance companies, for all the RIAs that we're talking to for their clients on behalf of their retirement, the dialogue is about how should I navigate my portfolio and how should I think about my portfolio over a long horizon.
Yeah. So he has definitely, old Larry Fink here, from Squawk Box of 2021 to present day now, BlackRock is definitely investing into Bitcoin, and that is definitely something to be proud about. We're getting there. Speaking of adoption, what does it mean to truly adopt Bitcoin? So, on March 9th, the US President Joe Biden issued an executive order on digital assets. Commenting on the order, a senior member of the administration stated that some 40 million Americans, which is about 16% of the US population, have reportedly invested in or are trading crypto. This official statement echoes the results of the report released by Grayscale Research in December of 2021, which stated that 26% of Americans own Bitcoin. According to another 2021 survey from Bitcoin investment firm DYDIG, 46 million Americans, or nearly a fifth of the American adults, own Bitcoin. What Bitcoin adoption really means. That's because buying, say, $10 worth of Bitcoin is not truly adoption, in my opinion, the writer of this. Which Bitcoin adoption means recognizing Bitcoin's role as the world's best hard money asset, a monetary asset with a strictly limited supply, 21 million. It means recognizing Bitcoin as the best risk-adjusted and most liquid investment opportunity today. It means realizing that Bitcoin is on a path to potentially becoming the world's most valuable system for value storage and transfer. Based on such realizations, adoption doesn't mean buying a little bit. It means putting a significant portion of one's net worth into Bitcoin. This definition of Bitcoin isn't the 16% or more of the population cited by Biden administration to own at least some crypto, including Bitcoin. Instead, it's the portion of the population that has put 20% or more of its net worth into Bitcoin. Measuring adoption by this standard is difficult. The portion of the U.S. population that has adopted Bitcoin accordingly would be smaller, perhaps just 2%. But if Bitcoin ultimately reaches its potential as the world's best hard money asset, then its adoption by this standard could end up exceeding 50% in the long run. Furthermore, because Bitcoin is a monetary asset, its degree of adoption can grow over time along a spectrum for each individual who adopts it. A novice can begin by buying $10 worth and leave it on an exchange. And with time, they can shift a greater portion of their savings into Bitcoin as they learn about it. In this respect, it's different from the process of adoption for most technologies, in which adoption is nearly binary, like the question of owning a car, as opposed to no car, or owning a mobile device, as opposed to none. In contrast, Bitcoin adoption at the individual level is a sliding scale between dabbling and committing a significant portion of one's net worth. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I agree. I think everyone needs to put something into the digital asset world. You need to allocate, I don't know what percentage, I assume all that is correct, about 40 million Americans, which is 16% of the population, getting into it. I read another report where they're saying that we're going to have a huge jump in the amount of people that are getting into it, from 40 million this year to 140 million next year. I think that's Raoul Pal who talks about that. So it's really hard to say where we're going, but it is nice to see where we're at now. And I am hugely invested, and most of my friends and family are also into digital assets. So for me, like 80 or 90% of my people that I see on a daily basis are invested. If not, I try to talk them into it. Up next, Coinbase adds Cardano staking rewards. Yes, it's about time. Coinbase, the publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange, has been on quite the listing spree over the last year, adding everything from ApeCoin to Wrap Centrifuge. Do not know anything about Wrap Centrifuge, but I will tell you, ApeCoin, doing good. It's also buffing up its staking options. The exchange announced today that it now offers staking for Cardano, ADA, the native cryptocurrency of the Cardano blockchain. In explaining the decision, Senior Product Manager Rukmali Suha, nailed it, pointed at ADA's top 10 market capitalization and its flexible, sustainable, and scalable blockchain design. That design uses smart contracts similar to Ethereum and Solana to enable decentralized finance, NFTs, and other activities on the network. Cardano is a proof-of-stake cryptocurrency, meaning that its network is secured not through mining, as with Bitcoin, but by people committing a portion of their ADA holdings to the network. In return, they receive a share of the newly minted ADA. Because this staking process can be a bit overwhelming or time-consuming for average users, Coinbase and other exchanges offer to do it for them, called pooling. Pooling ADA together on a Cardano network, then redistributing a portion of the rewards, it estimates an annual return of 3.75% to be distributed every 5 to 7 days. Cardano is the fifth coin that Coinbase provides staking services for. You've got Algorand, Cosmos, Ethereum, and Tezos. The exchange plans to continue to scale our staking platform in 2022. That puts its staking goals in line with Brian Armstrong's expansionist tone. In June of last year, he tweeted, "Our goal is to list every asset where it is legal to do so." The exchange, which for a long time lagged behind its in listings, now supports 168 different coins and tokens. It offered just 60 in 2021. Yeah, I was getting ready to say, I remember when Coinbase just had Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then they got Litecoin, and then it's like almost like every time that they issued a coin on Coinbase, it had a Coinbase effect where it would just skyrocket, solely based on the fact that Coinbase was listing it, because their criteria was harder. Like you had to fall within their spectrum in order to be listed, and it was such a hard expectation to hit that if you got on Coinbase, it was something. Now it's kind of died off a little bit. There's really not a blast from being listed on Coinbase like it used to be. Last but not least, guys, I want to end you with a positive note. The Canadian rapper Drake, donates $1 million in Bitcoin to the Lebron James Family Foundation. Drake made a generous donation of $1 million in Bitcoin to the Lebron James Family Foundation. After a significant victory in an online roulette game on the crypto betting site Stake, S-T-A-K-E, the Canadian rapper Drake donating $1 million in Bitcoin to a charity organization. The LeBron James Family Foundation is focused on helping underprivileged students combined with diverse initiatives and support programs. Speaking of memorable nights, I had an incredible night last night playing roulette on stake.com. It was my biggest hit ever. As you can see, I was clearly excited. Anytime I get blessed like that, I always think it's luck that needs to be transferred, or it's good karma that needs to be transferred. I play for fun. I play in the hope that I can spread love always, says Drake. Drake announced a partnership with Stake earlier this month during with intentions to play for real money on the betting site that he planned to give away. Last month, the recorded artist made a bet worth $1.26 million in Bitcoin via Stake on Sunday's Super Bowl game between the LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. As per reports, Drake placed a Bitcoin bet of $472,476 for the LA Rams to win. In addition to this backing of footballer Odell Beckham Jr., on whom he bet $393,825. The LA team won 20-30, and despite Odell Beckham Jr. leaving the game with an injury, Drake managed to cash in a profit of $300,000 worth of Bitcoin from his Super Bowl predictions. Congratulations, Mr. Drake, and congratulations to the LeBron James Family Foundation for receiving the $1 million from Drake. Here is the Lebron James Family Foundation.org website. And thank you very much, guys. I just want everyone to know that I appreciate all your support. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like or subscribe, and I will talk to you next time.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Walmart Storytime. My name is DJ, and typically I serve as your guide and narrator on our discovery and rediscovery of some of our favorite books. But today is extra special, and I'm turning over my narrator duties to someone who's proven he's more than an athlete. In fact, he's one of the world's greatest, and undeniably so. He's a champion, a philanthropist, an activist, businessman, entertainer, icon, school founder, I'm running out of fingers here, and an author who recently celebrated the release of his I Promise book, in which you'll find encouraging and boosting reminders that success starts with you. And did I mention he's royalty too? Please help me welcome Storytime's first guest narrator, who you may know as LeBron James, but around here, we call him King James. Take it away, sir.
Hi, I'm LeBron James, and I'm going to be reading my book, I Promise. I promise to work hard and do what's right, to be a leader in this game of life. I promise to go to school and read as much as I can, to follow the rules and respect the game plan. I promise to run full court and show up each time, to get right back up and let my magic shine. I promise to be open and try new things and enjoy the happy that change can bring. I promise to wear a big smile and use kindness when I speak, to remain strong yet humble with every win and defeat. I promise to ask for help whenever I need it, to reach for my star even when I can't see it. I promise to ask questions and find answers, to believe in next time and second chances. I promise to use my voice and stand up for what's right. And when things get tough, to keep up the fight. I promise to stand tall, rise up, and give all that I've got, to throw an alley-oop and uplift others on the spot. I promise to respect my elders and peers the same, to leave new places better than I came. I promise to stay true, keep my head up, and never give up, no matter what. I promise to dream big and love bigger, to be a team player and a winner. I promise to cross bridges and break down walls, to rise with the sun and learn from the falls. I promise to be courageous, to be free, to strive for greatness, to be me. I promise. To go to school, to do all my homework, to listen to my teachers because they will help me learn, to ask questions and find answers, to never give up, no matter what, to always try my best, to be helpful and respectful to others, to live a healthy life by eating right and being active, to make good choices for myself, to have fun, and above all else, to finish school. Hashtag strive for greatness.